having a real Fight Club moment riding the old city bike home. I just got back from training and I'm thinking about a couple of things. One, that strength is something that you would rather have and not need than need and not have, but it's not nearly as important as you think it is when it comes to training or rolling, at least at my current level, and singing. There's a parallel there. But then also where I'm starting at, which is the feeling that the narrator / Tyler describes in Fight Club after a fight. You're just like, everything, the noise on everything just gets tuned way down. You just don't care. A massive group of like ATVs and motorbikes, whatever, just zoomed past me, in and out of traffic, full throttle, all the noise on Atlantic, already a crowded street. And I was just like, not like blissfully unaware, but I was like, yeah, okay, you guys are there, whatever, don't care. Just kind of humming along, doing my own thing. There's cars flying by, not blissfully unaware of them, but I'm just like, very unbothered, very zen, in a way that's different than meditating. It's like physical and mental exhaustion. Jesus Christ. Even time. Go! Just go! You're big. You're so big. Non-stop. Even time, I have noticed, is dilating a little bit. Like the fact that I've been recording this video for not even 2.5 minutes, it feels like it's been 5 minutes of me just talking. That is one way to enter the present moment. Fighting. Total physical and mental exhaustion, and then you go another couple of rounds past that point when you otherwise would have quit. Now, the other point, that strength is something that you would rather have and not need, as it shows up in, let's start with rolling. I'm in the Fundamentals Plus class, so I've got one stripe, which means I'm not that much of a liability to myself and not that much of a liability to others when I'm rolling. I am far and away the strongest person overall and by pound, per pound, in every class that I'm in. I'm strong. And I also outweigh most of the people that I roll with in this Fundamentals Plus class by usually 15 to 20 pounds. What I have noticed is that strength will get you somewhere in my overall conditioning, because I'm in pretty good shape. I'm good 8 minute and change average for 5 miles. It's really no problem. Yada, yada, yada. Conditioning is good, strength is good, but I'll be rolling with some people who have 1, 2, or even 3 more white stripes than I do. I'm way stronger than they are. And at the very least, I'm in a different type of conditioning. They might have round or rolling conditioning. I've got just pure cardio conditioning. Their technique accounts for 5x what my strength does and my weight does. Their technique matters so much more than conditioning and strength, because with technique, you can get out of even somebody's really strongly applied hold or advantage or whatever they have. With technique, you can hold somebody in yours no matter how strong they are. And it's much more efficient for you to get them to submit and you're also able to be calmer and overall expend less energy. Now, how does this relate to singing? Well, being really strong is like being one of the people who gets blessed with a quote unquote big voice, where you're always gonna be heard, you're always gonna cut. Nobody ever has a doubt that you're made for the A houses. For the overwhelming majority of people that I ever sang for, this was me. Nobody ever would have said I had a small voice. It's not the biggest, loudest honker, but the more that I mature in my craft and in my perspective, the more I see how little that matters. But it does matter. You have to have some strength to submit somebody, to get anything done on the mat. You have to have some volume, presence, or size to be heard without a microphone. But it's that technique that does the things that you would hope that strength and brute force would do. It's technique that allows you to sing beautifully. It's technique that allows you to sing in a way that you will be heard when you want to be heard and when you need to be heard, no matter where you are in your voice or in the orchestra. It's technique that will allow you to go night after night, show after show, etc., not injure yourself, be consistent, be reliable. Now, if you can match technique with strength and then with conditioning, you're going to be a beast at whatever it is that you try. So, TLDR, fighting is a great way to get deeply into the present. It just always feels amazing. And technique, singing beautifully, rolling beautifully, matters more than being really strong or really loud. Technique makes you effectively stronger and louder, and, at least in singing, more beautiful.